Delhi's Ramlila Maidan is bracing for yet another historic event, the oath-taking ceremony of Arvind Kejriwal and his cabinet ministers. Kejriwal will take oath at 12 noon tomorrow. More than 1 lakh people are expected to attend the event. At least 3,000 police personnel will be deployed for the event. All central ministers have been invited to be there. After the swearing-in at Ramlila Maidan, Arvind Kejriwal is likely to pay tribute at the Rajghat. Two departments of the Delhi government and officials from the North Delhi Municipal Corporation are currently working on preparations for the swearing-in ceremony. Mobile toilets, emergency health arrangements, seating arrangements and a stage, screens for wider public display are also in the works. All right, let's go straight across to headlines. Today's Pankaj Upadhyay, who joins us live from the Ramlila ground in Delhi. Quite empty at this time, Pankaj. Tomorrow it's going to be a completely different scene. Over 1 lakh people expected to be there. You probably won't even be able to stand the way you're standing right now. In just a few hours from now, when that swearing-in takes place, are all arrangements ready for the big coronation?
That's right, Shiv. An electrifying mood. That's what people are expecting tomorrow, with lakhs of volunteers, supporters, Delhiites expected to be here. And right now, preparations are still underway. In fact, last-minute touches are being given. This beautifully decorated set in front of you, all ready here. In fact, I was wondering at the seating arrangements. My camera person will show you from the far end. Till the very end, this would have, Shiv, around the seating capacity of around 60 to 70,000 easily. And the volunteers clearly say that they are going to reach up to this place at 3 a.m. So not just the seating arrangements, there are going to be many thousands who will be standing. So just imagine the kind of mood that's going to be here. And this is going to be the real place. Arvind Kejriwal is going to be back at this place in front of the Delhiites. In fact, massive security arrangements are also being put into place. There are many high-rise buildings all around. So Delhi police personnel are going to be placed in these high-rises. We have paramilitary forces already here. We have the CISF Jawans here. We have the intelligence people all around. Massive security arrangements all cordoned up. The entire Ramlila Maidan has been cordoned. I could see Delhi police personnel in plain clothes all around. So unprecedented security measures are being put into place. And good to see that enough measures have been put for the media contingent here as well. But then, as you rightly said, tomorrow is going to be the day, and everyone bets that it is going to be an electrifying mood all around.
Well, I was there a few years ago when the Team Anna movement actually happened at the Ramlila Maidan, and I know what it's like to actually be there. Pankaj, thanks so much for getting us that live report. It's going to be a very different story tomorrow, especially since Arvind Kejriwal has made an open invitation to all of the people of Delhi. But what is Team Kejriwal, Team Arvind, going to look like this time round? We broke the story first here on Headlines today. Let's just re-up you on that. Arvind Kejriwal is 46 years old. He's going to be the chief minister starting tomorrow. The portfolios that he's going to hold, likely to hold, his constituency is, of course, New Delhi. Let's take a look at some of his portfolios right now. Finance and power are likely to be the portfolios that Arvind Kejriwal will hold. Manish Sisodia, his trusted lieutenant, is 42 years old. His constituency, Patparganj, very popular leader as well, won by a large margin. He's going to be holding the sensitive departments of the Public Works Department, Urban Development and Education. Next, we move on to Gopal Rai, 39 years old. He won from the Babarpur constituency. His portfolios are likely to be transport and labour. Moving on to Satyendra Jain. Remember, this is Team Arvind. He's 50 years old. His constituency was Shakur Basti, also winning by a large margin. Health and industry. Heavy portfolios for Satyendra Jain. Ashim Ahmed Khan is 39 years old. Matia Mahal, where he beat Shoaib Iqbal of the Congress from, a giant killer in many ways. His portfolio, food and civil supplies. Sandeep Kumar, 34 years old, constituency Sultanpur, also winning by a large margin. His portfolio, women and child development and SC/ST. Jitendra Tomar, 48, popular leader, constituency is Srinagar, and his portfolio will be law. It's expected to be law. Remember, that's the sensitive portfolio that was earlier held by controversial Minister Somnath Bharti of the Aam Aadmi Party. So that's the cabinet. That's Team Arvind this time round, the new government. Kejriwal 2.0, call it what you will. You heard it first here on Headlines Today. The big question that we're asking tonight on News Today at 9 is, Is Arvind Kejriwal a national phenomenon? Is he only a Delhi icon, or does his appeal actually stretch right across the nation? Make no mistake about one thing. His appeal, or at least the attempt from within the Aam Aadmi Party, is to send it all across the country at this time. Let's go straight across to some of our reporters and get a sense of where things stand as far as Arvind Kejriwal's appeal is concerned. Rohini Swami joining us live from Bengaluru, Amir Haq from Lucknow, Kamlesh Sutar from Mumbai, Indrajit Kundu joining us live from Kolkata. Get you a nice slice of the country right now to see where things really are at. Rohini, Bangalore, South, prestigious state, complicated politics there as well. Is the Aam Aadmi Party, looking to stir things up there? Do they have a lot of appeal there?
Absolutely, and if I can tell you that Aam Aadmi Party as a party itself, be it Bangalore for that matter or Karnataka, has hit the ground running, because the momentum that we've seen in Delhi, that needs to continue. And even when we've seen the Lok Sabha elections, it was quite a poor show for them here when they had fielded candidates in Karnataka.
Yeah.
They could not do and perform as much as they could. But the point remains that Aam Aadmi Party, when we've been talking to them, they said, well, they want to now start at the grassroots level. Let me start also quickly get some reactions. Aam Aadmi Party, in terms of how you're looking at what are you're saying grassroots level, so where are you starting now?
Yeah, firstly let me tell you a big thumbs up. Congratulations for all the Delhiites for choosing a very honest party. And coming to the your question of working on the grassroots level, I think they should target the BBMP elections right now. Start working at the grassroots level. There are already volunteers here working for the last 2-3 years, and start working to the BBMP elections, and that's a platform where they can take it forward. And it's an eye opener right now, and people in Bangalore are looking at this party.
You're talking about an important point of an eye opener. But what is the challenge that you have, that you see? Delhi, yes, fine. You all have got Delhi in your pocket right now. But what about Karnataka? You're largely an urban party, even when you see it in Karnataka. So you're mostly Bangalore based.
Yeah, that's true. That difficulty we will have, because we have worked a lot in Lok Sabha elections where we have reached out to thousands of people. We used to have door-to-door campaigning. There are thousands of volunteers base which is already built up. They already, we have campaigned a lot actually.
Okay.
So it's not that at a grassroots level we have to work towards raising awareness.
Right.
But yes, talking of again coming back from a show of Lok Sabha elections,
right,
coming from that. And then shooting up again is a little tough for us, but we have a good volunteer base. Everybody is positive, and after Delhi results, the whole picture I feel will change, not only in Bangalore, I feel all over India.
But a tough road ahead for them, Shiv, if you see.
Yeah.
But they are looking at it positively. But the point is, they have seen, for example, we have V. Balkishan, former Infosys, who was their candidate who stood for Lok Sabha elections. So they are having those kind of like-minded people also getting there. The point is whether they'll be able to make that impact.
Amir, we saw your report from Lucknow on Operation Vistar, by the Aam Aadmi Party. Very interesting, but very quickly, UP is not Delhi by any stretch of imagination, even though, they are neighboring states. But what is the sense you're getting? The Aam Aadmi Party really looking to build something up there?
Well, actually, Shiv, for now, all eyes are fixed on Aam Aadmi Party's performance in Delhi, and especially with the kind of landslide victory that they've secured for themselves.
Yeah.
Although UP is not going to be a cakewalk for them, because people here are taking it very, very cautiously. They understand that UP is fraught with the kind of caste politics, the communal politics that we've seen earlier as well, and with the kind of experience that Aam Aadmi Party has had here during the Lok Sabha elections, will actually make people very, very cautious. Let me get you a few very quick reactions. Do you think with the kind of caste politics that has played out here in UP over the last so many years, Aam Aadmi Party will be able to make a difference?
Definitely. See, no matter which caste you belong to, the problem which an Aam Aadmi face is always the same. So there is never a point of caste or religion. Even all of us should rise from this level. And once we realize this thing, definitely we are going to understand the thoughts, the values of Aam Aadmi Party.
Right. Let me get you a reaction from a couple of young people as well. What do you think? Do you think the younger lot is going to support AAP more than anybody else?
Yes, I think so, because I think they have a lot of promises in store for UP when it comes to Aam Aadmi Party, unlike the other parties which is stereotype. So I think we have a lot of expectations from them.
I was talking to you before this discussion began, and you rallied for Akhilesh Yadav and Samajwadi Party. How is it?
Delhi people have believed in Kejriwal, but it's really very early to say anything about that. And time will tell what Kejriwal performs. But for a young, for UP, there's a young leadership of Akhilesh Yadav, and he's already performing well on the parts of development on UP. And maybe 2017 is not, it's time for Akhilesh Yadav, and he'll prove himself.
Well, so there are still about 2 years to go before people can make a final opinion over which side to go. But Shiv, things will be really, really tricky out here because BJP will also be at its best around 2017 with the kind of performance that they've shown in the last
It's very interesting to see because it's easy to look at this performance. Take for example Maharashtra. Also very complicated, Kamlesh, like Uttar Pradesh, definitely not on the same lines as Delhi. It's all very nice to celebrate, what's happening in Delhi. But India is a big country. Let's not forget that this challenge for the Aam Aadmi Party, and we know that it already has national ambitions, they've already displayed that, is going to be a very difficult journey. Very quickly, Kamlesh.
Well, yes, Shiv, Maharashtra is just out of fresh elections, and the Aam Aadmi Party's performance in the Lok Sabha elections has been dismal, and they didn't even contest the assembly elections that happened. Now, the next big elections we have after Delhi in Maharashtra will be the BMC, a very crucial local body, the richest civic body in the country. And what we are gathering from our sources within the Aam Aadmi Party is that the party wants to get in big time into the BMC elections because the Aam Aadmi Party in Mumbai and Maharashtra has been dealing with local civic issues the way they had done it in Delhi, dealing issues that concern with the day-to-day life of common people, and they want to appeal to common Mumbaikars as well. Let me get a sense from some people. I'm at Shivaji Park, and let's talk to some of them. What do you think Aam Aadmi Party should be in Maharashtra? Should it be playing big role in Maharashtra politics?
Definitely, we have a confidence on the Aam Aadmi Party because they have proved in Delhi, they can prove it in Mumbai also. And they have to prove in Mumbai because we need some Aam Aadmi, because in India, like Kejriwal doing this such good things, we have to support that party.
What do you think? Why is Aam Aadmi Party required in a city like Mumbai? क्या issues है?
देखिए, फर्स्टली आज आम आदमी जिस तरह से दिल्ली में प्रचार किया, जिस तरह से दिल्ली में उन्होंने जनता का भरोसा जीता है, वही भरोसा हम मुंबई में भी चाहते हैं. आज केजरीवाल जी ने इतने बड़े बहुमत से दिल्ली में जिस तरह से जीत हासिल की है, तो डेफिनेटली दिल्ली के जो आदमी है उन्होंने कुछ दिखा होगा उसके अंदर, तो वही हम चाहते हैं कि मुंबई के आदमी भी उस पर भरोसा किए.
आपको क्या लगता है क्या आम आदमी पार्टी मुंबई में होनी चाहिए?
आम आदमी पार्टी मुंबई में नहीं होगी. दिल्ली के इश्यू और मुंबई के इश्यू दोनों अलग अलग हैं. मेरे ख्याल से आम आदमी पार्टी ने जो दिल्ली में किया ठीक है, लेकिन मुंबई में संभव नहीं है मेरे ख्याल से.
क्यों? मुंबई के मुद्दे अलग है. किस तरह के अलग मुद्दे लगते हैं?
आप मुंबई में मुफ्त में पानी दोगे, मुफ्त में बिजली दोगे, मुफ्त में ये दोगे. महाराष्ट्र राज्य पे एक तो 3 लाख करोड़ का कर्जा है कुछ. तो आप वो सब कहाँ से मुफ्त में दोगे?
Okay, so there you have it, Shiv. Different opinions. Some people say that the Aam Aadmi Party is required, and the way the success has been in Delhi could be repeated in Mumbai. But there's also another side of the story. People saying that the success, the issues of Delhi and Mumbai, two different metros, are totally different. And
no, absolutely, they're definitely not the same thing. The fights can be very different. National and local are very different things. Indrajit, want to end with you. Also very interesting. West Bengal, elections not very far either. But the fact remains that Mamata Banerjee, the chief minister, had thrown her weight behind the Aam Aadmi Party during this election. So she's seen as a friendly face to the Aam Aadmi Party. But that doesn't mean the Aam Aadmi Party is not going to have aspirations in West Bengal.
Well, that's right. Very interesting situation as far as West Bengal is concerned. Mamata Banerjee coming out, giving her support for the Aam Aadmi Party. But as far as the party itself is concerned, doesn't have much of an organizational presence in West Bengal. They claim that they have a lot of volunteers across Bengal. Now, let's talk to a few youngsters on the streets of Kolkata. Do you believe that Aam Aadmi Party can play the role of an alternative political party as far as West Bengal is concerned?
Yes, definitely. Being a political science student, I've never experienced something like this, a party getting a total majority. It's just happened with Narendra Modi government and now with the AAP. I think being a West Bengal and not a very happy person with the, the TMC, AAP would be definitely...
AAP can be a factor. You believe that AAP is a refreshing force as far as politics is concerned, and what are the things that attract you as far as AAP is concerned?
Right. So as a human rights lawyer, I feel there are 3 principal reasons why this is a very unique example. First, you have MLAs with the lowest criminal records against them, criminal charges against them. Second, representation of women, quite a few women MLAs. And most importantly, most of the MLAs are graduates. And however, there's one point which I would like to highlight is that the past record of the Aam Aadmi Party has not been very good. 49 days of governance. Let's see if they are there.
Keeping your fingers crossed. Shiv, one point that
Yeah.
I would like to make is that, the Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal has promised Delhiites that he is going to provide them free Wi-Fi internet connection to the entire city.
Yeah.
And taking cue perhaps from his promise, Mamata Banerjee has gone one step further by announcing that, well, Calcutta is going to be the first metro to have free Wi-Fi, and she's already inaugurated that project here. So there's a lot of competitive politics as far as, the kind of...
there's no shortage of competition. I mean, apart from the challenges themselves, the political competition, nobody's ever going to underestimate that. Let's hope the Aam Aadmi Party doesn't think it has an easy ride on its hands. Indrajit, Kamlesh, Amir, Rohini, appreciate it. Thanks so much for getting us that very valuable slice of opinion from those 4 cities in the country. Let's shift focus.